Welcome back. I have had a little bit of an update, and apparently nothing looked like. Does that work? Nope. Okay. We have a little bit of lag and stuff, but I went a little crazy with the nether bricks. I was handed them. Ooh, that's not what I was hoping for. We'll fix that. But what I was hoping to do was have a nice break of the nether bricks over there. This is just a solid wall. And was all the nether bricks kind of have a new vision for the area. We have a lot of open area and random elytra activating, but once we can get back up the wall, there we go. I put down about 3 or 4, basically 5,000 to 6,000 nether bricks, and that's still corrected. Okay, and I continued the small task of creating a wall out here so that when you look out, you don't need to see this open area. It can just simply be an enclosed area. The diorite can go right up to the fell again. Okay, just gonna take that out. And I built this wall quite a ways. So coming around the tours and the random lag. Oh, somebody was getting an achievement. No hole. So I still have to deal with random mobs showing up here, even with perfectly lit, calculated and areas. But I spent just a little time on building this. So it goes all the way back. So far back, you literally can't see it. So when you're coming around, it won't render in behind it, but it'll render in everything before. We've got the oak farm finally semi-completed. I haven't checked on the glass to finish off the little bit of cobblestone to be replaced and the rest. So I tinted glass outside, and then if this is still this episode comes out and this hasn't been updated, let's get on that, please. If you need more materials as payment or diamonds or I don't know, even helping with a project somewhere, let me know, because I like that to be complete sometime. So that's organic build number 1. So back to the wall. The wall back here is humongous. It goes all the way out there. Now, with this area being enclosed now, which is much bigger than my original build area, I'm going to leave this, maybe call some trees and put them specific places, try to maybe take the low ones out, not worry about lighting the area up, because creepers are creepers. That's all I was chasing down in this area. I killed like 3 and I turned around and then one was trying to hang out with me. I know, I'm mean. I don't want them to hang out. So this is where I currently am on my planning project here. If you're following along where the wall is, yeah, that's what happened to me too. It went to here, and then I had a wonderful hill to try to come back with. There's no easy spots to kind of fall along. Kind of blends into this spruce forest over there. But then I have all that flower forest over here. So then this is just the back area. So I think I've gone too far one direction. Like, do we continue? Do we, like, what do we do? Like, I mean, I placed quite a few blocks, and coming around this area, oh, that's an odd structure. I started the wall again from this corner, but just so that I could have somewhere to kind of meet up. But coming back up all the way, it's about there-ish. Just a sec. Okay, I've maxed out my chunk rendering for the server. As you see, it doesn't really change the FPS that much. Just when people talk, that seems to when it changes. So somewhere there is a end of the wall. Somewhere here is the end of the wall and beginning. So if I bring this up and over, so up and over is relative because if it's this side, I don't know, maybe just shy of that tower. But then we have an extra area too. And how far do I go? Like, so if I come across this back area, what do I incorporate? Like, I've already got a back wall down here being built. Yes, I ran out of diorite. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, what's the next step? So, like, do I just build a nice pattern at the top? Do I leave got some lights in this level just to, you know, break this up? Do I terraform this? What's the goal? I still don't have one. I only have, like, with what I got last night, maybe 8-ish shulkers of nether bricks. So I've got a couple, but not enough to potentially do that. So we'll get back to that later, but I'm sure you're wondering how the kelp farm is through all this wonderful slow productivity. And nope, trust the glass. Okay, like, I've gone back and forth so many. Oh, right, those don't operate. Just one, none, and none. So I'm not really in this area to have that functionally work. But I had a pretty low nether pick and it fixed it up pretty good. So that's good. But once I get the areas down here cooked up, I can be here when I'm actually doing that. Now, with vision, doesn't always forgot where the door for that was. Like for this vision for this war room, we've seen it just a minute ago. It kind of just comes together. I had thrown the coal in. I have more than enough redstone, so I threw that in. Then I need some lighter colors, so I threw the regular coal in, and then I needed something to do the lights. Because, right about here isn't the greatest color, or the greatest amount of light. So I had some light up top and threw them in, kind of like almost a lab situation. I don't know. I've worked too many random jobs looking at materials. But then I had regular diorite blocks, which, going all the way down there and all the way back up, getting materials, gets to be a little wary on your hunger levels. Then this area just kind of evolved. This area needed some depth, so I brought this back. Then need some light. Then I threw that in there, and could use some more glass in the corners. Too bad I'm out. And then when this hole was being built, the vision was a little bit different. But so I created this area originally to to put my entire stock into the walls. I don't think I'd have to tear an entire mountain out to stock the just the little bit of ores that I currently have sitting around. It's not that much, but at the end of the day, that's still more than zero. So, I pick up the few iron that's allotted to me every day, which is fine. It gets, thrown into hoppers usually, not a big deal, and gets put into these kind of projects. So, didn't damage the wall. But then you have, I don't know if those will go in there, but we'll pick those up first. Okay. Did those compost? I think those composted. Okay. So, and then somebody complained about me having no soul sand bubble elevators. Well, I get a little focused on these kind of things, and I forgot I have toggle sneak on, so I was working on that that small wall. So, things just kind of organically grown. My vision doesn't change. I mean, my vision was playing on here. This was just a test of how does this farm work. Like a little bit of redstone, a little bit of observers, a little piston action, which, see, it's not even that efficient comparatively. Can we pick it up from here? Nope. So, I don't know why that's not working. It should just float up to the top, but it's just hanging out. Now we get to the storage room, and the same thing. I had a vision for a storage area. That was down here. That was a failure. In fact, when I was tearing it apart to expand the hallway down that way, I found 3 weeks old supply of end bricks and end materials. I could have used them the entire time for build up top to extend things out. This area, same thing. I had some materials. Actually, this was just hanging out one floor above, which probably still hanging there. Grabbed it, threw it together, destroyed it, because, I was going to have a door right here, so there's, a couple blocks, then a glass, then glass that goes over top, and then, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Well, that looks terrible, so, have to adjust that somehow. And the update wall was built. So I haven't gotten back to update the top there, but things happen. Do I like the way I come up and down the areas? Kind of. Could do better. Like this, just a random chest, random chest, random chest, random. Actually, they're purposely put there, but basically the random chests. Have I come back to fix the situation here? No. If you go to the top, and you put, you can actually reach these and use them. Oh, because I changed this to half slab. That's why. But originally you couldn't. So, vision changes. Visions are here and there. This hole was actually kind of a hard decision, because I had this wall done and to about here, up to I think it was the diorite up there, and so here, all from that prismarine all the way back to this way, and I had to walk all the way over here to jump off. That's like an uneven. If you remember, this was unevenly placed hole. It was, and now you can clearly, for us who are a little more OCD about evening things out, it's fixed. But then you have this. I couldn't figure out how to place a water source right here for it to go straight down without going everywhere. So I ended up having to waterlog something with a glass piece, and then bubble the other, and then come to the grass area. I get a little fixated on things like they go, hey, we all need grass. They go, hey, how do you convert dirt to grass? Well, not as complicated as using end farms to pick up converted grass or converted dirt to from stone with a moss generator in the end, and having Enderman doing it. This is very manual. So far, I've done 2 manuals. I've had plenty of time to go back. I think I emptied these up. Yeah. 250. What? Okay. Okay, so time to enter that and then sell it to the entire empire. Well, to everyone else. Jungles. So jungles just jungles. The jungle log farm just sort of appeared because that was where I was cutting all my trees, and it became a thing. And then the first or second beacon, well, definitely the third beacon came here first to make that 2, so I can cut and speed cut. But so that's why the beacon's floating. I haven't brought it down to bedrock. One thing I want to do is actually bring this entire, this back area, maybe all the way down to bedrock, and make a giant floor, minus the kelp farm and the giant hole over there. Maybe finish that, but just dig, and more dig. So we can have one ginormous area. I kind of want to play with concrete, and I think having an area that literally is, well, bigger than a rendering distance for the server can be an awesome place to play with concrete. You win some, you lose some. So each thing has its purpose. Each thing just kind of organically grows, and each thing just, you get pissed off a little bit about certain things working or not working. Like this used to be as I've explained before, and or mentioned, this used to be my tree farm, the semi-automatic. So just the saplings growing into oaks. It only worked for oaks. It was absolutely terrible. So I tore it out, tried a different version, which nope. Built it backwards to start with, so fix that. Then after I built it backwards, I'm going to avoid this so nothing spawns in here. After I built it backwards, it was time to fix it, which I did, and I realized the area was just a little small. So if I'm doing a farm again, it's going to be built and then the area built around. So this area does have a vision, well, semi-vision. When it kind of, not bored, but when I have some time, energy, and thought process to do another garden, this is one of the areas. I have one here, one underneath where that beacon is, back there, to have a green area, and one more that I'm been digging out, that has been partially dug out. We've seen it, we've gone through the tours. Now, coming up to here, seriously, anybody who wants bees, beehives, you're welcome to come by and just steal them at night. Oh, look at that. I don't think I got another beehive today. And sneak and unsneak. Okay. This area started with the spruce. I was going to build this entire area of spruce like this, from one to the other end, and from here to there. Now, why didn't I do that? Number one, I had a large order of spruce that came through. And I think it was like 4 or 5 shulkers worth of spruce. I will never be charging that cheap for spruce again. But, or at least for this season. But, it is evolved. It became, I kind of put out the end rods at one point. Let's come up here a bit. So the end rods that used to be at the edges, then it evolved into a actual platform. This platform was not designed or just kind of marked out an area that, was able to actually work with after creeper damage. Uh, Creepers, am I right? But you gotta just, like, I have a random beacon here. Like, I don't know about Rich, but when you have beacons just floating around. But this area was huge. This wall didn't exist. The beacon wasn't there. And it was quite an interesting trying to replant everything, trying to count everything out. End rods, now I'm pretty sure I understand what's happened. But when the spruce grow like really low, they'll actually take over the end rods and destroy them. Not pick up level destroy, just disappear, replace. So leaves take them out. So I was missing, I don't know, probably 50 around the whole square at one point before properly putting actual lights in. And then, it evolves. And then we had a request for dark oak. So I had some in the shop, not that much, but not even really a request as much as, hey, do you need some wood of some kind? Do you want like 2 shulkers worth for your netherite bars? Because honestly, I try to keep my diamond count pretty low. This isn't the highest count I've had, but today I've gained 18 diamonds just from going to the market and checking my stock. So, and fiddling and selling some of my own stock to the main log exchange. But I'm willing to do trades. If we need something, I will, except for acacia. Acacia is currently a manual farm. There is one that I saw. I kind of want to duplicate it because no one seems to, almost no one sells the acacia logs anymore. So, restart, disconnect. So we'll black out the screen here while we talk. But, I don't know. The vision is, we like to play the game. The vision is, this is the first season of Titancraft. The vision is, I still haven't built the little house by the river. The pond. The pond kind of evolved and it's no longer there. Well, it is, but it got took over by the food, which I never ended up needing. So, I have most of that food actually just in those shulker boxes you saw. So, you just need to do stuff. And you build stuff, and you evolve stuff, and I'll be going through all the clips here, and you'll be seeing all the clips. With a couple minutes, I always make sure I disconnect. Well, it does proper restart, so I don't, fix things. And there's just some small changes. The nether portal was the first building. Then we moved on to the farm, the manual farm, as a second building. Then it kind of just started to grow into the birch farm. Because I was like, you know what? I usually use birch. It's pretty fast growing. Do a quick Google search. Yeah, it's pretty fast growing. So you do, and you build something. And then I didn't have any spruce, so I ran to the market. Yes, I know, Resource World, free saplings, blah, 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 blah. 1 diamond for 8 saplings wasn't a bad deal. thank you, Logoporium. I also picked up acacia and darkwood while I was there. It's just, for the time and effort of making sure the resource world isn't completely depleted. Yeah, I like having my little area, but it'd be hilarious to put a fully operational, which one is it? It's one of the, I keep wanting to say Ophelia, but that's not the right, one of the new block types for the trees that are fully AFKable, like literally to the point of you don't even have to be there. Just build it into the mountain around the corner from the resource world would be hilarious. You have oak logs for the entire season, so it'd be always loaded or nearly always loaded as people running by. That would be hilarious, but I don't think. I'm sure that with the TNT going off, the be a bit of lag, and I don't want to be a contributor to that. But with the skeleton farm, that was a nice close thing. But everything is just growth. Why did I do a 5,000 strip mine from 5,000 back to 0? Because why not? Like, it was enough to have was it 3 or 4 11 diamond block beacons plus a few extra diamond blocks for the remaining base that I didn't have floating around at the time. So, getting up and running, like, the next time I have a plan. There's going to be certain things being built in the new build that will be first thing, because I don't know why people pay so much at the beginning for some of these things. So, like, I know wood is always a commodity. I mean, even I bought wood coming back from the resource world that time because I wanted to build a shop. I mean, I had literally an inventory worth of ores and materials pre-shulker, and I had the ender chest almost full. And I needed something to start the chests off with. But the one thing I want to figure out is why the shopping district lags in certain areas, because I don't want to contribute to that. I try to keep my quantity of barrels and chests down. First, it looks a little better, to be honest. It doesn't like a wall of chests. But next season, I do have a plan to fix that. So again, no farms, guys, in the shopping district. I heard somebody had I think it was like a 1x2 that they kept using for sweet berry farming. Like in the shopping district, I know one tiny farm, but if they're going to do that, they might as well just take from the beside the house. Like, just take a couple off that one and then keep going. Like, nobody's going to notice. Like, but that's why you just do what you do. You grow, you evolve, and it's been more than a couple minutes. So, areas. Like, we can do another big tour again, but I'm not going to do it for a while because I've done lots of tours on my areas. And I don't know about you, or if you're tired about it or not. I don't know. But I'm just going to let this run. So let it be. Like, my FPS just drops in this area. But, so now everything will be picked up. My shulker, what's left of the, so there'll be that much bone meal, that one down here, one there, and all those night spots. So we'll leave that and just let it be to do its thing. Now, vision. The Oak Preservation Farm. It's not an oak preservation farm, not first, and not realistically, not really. It is a cutting tree farm. It's starting to green up down there, over here. Well, yeah. So this is the one that I always had hard time. Oh, it's partially cut for something over there probably. But yeah, so we've got this area to naturally grow these, but 65 long, which means standing right here, 65 that way, and just moving over that way. That means the birch farm, or birch, the jungle farm doesn't naturally grow. That's, by the time I get about halfway through, I'll just run down a bit backwards. And, okay, not halfway down. And right there, right here. So, I don't know, let's just guess about 8 to 10, well, 16 blocks. Probably no chunk borders. Let's check the chunk borders. Yeah. Also, that's another thing that will be checked for next season. Chunk borders. The chunk borders are not lined up to anything in this, well, I assume nothing because everything in here was just kind of built. Like, obviously with 30 long, it's not going to be, yeah, so they got 3 chunks wide. That should have been centered. I mean, if I started with this one being a little, actually, that's not too bad for chunks. But if I line this better up, probably would have done a lot more efficient. Like here. Oh. Actually, since we've been a little bit, and nothing. That farm. I mean, the perimeter will be basically built next season, so I'm not worried about that. Are you good? Okay. Clear? Not clear. So, everything has its vision, or it has a current vision. Not a future vision, a current vision. Like, I tried recording a building of this with audio, but it turned to be so long and so much commentary that was cut out. So basically, it was built to one side, one X, and then I tried to evolve it from there. The FK spot, which I'm not going to go out there right now, because I don't have any rockets on me. I don't have any rockets nearby. But that was an area that was designed for that, which is not great for where it should be. But the only vision that I truly have left for this area for the future is to completely wipe out from, I don't know, let's say Why 50-ish? This is 53, I think. It's just, I mean, obviously some of these areas go a little bit further down, but 52, 53, 53. So maybe down this far, 50. That's not that much difference. Will be wiped from one edge to the other edge. So from this side of the river to the back of that wall will be wiped from somewhere around 50 down to 5. Yeah. Totems of undying will be had on hand for certain areas. So I'm tired of dealing with lava and lag. So from there, from the wall back there with the holes, which fix. I don't think Fetchlam knows what I'm doing with the logs. He hasn't caught on. I made 4 diamonds off of him, but I should have made much more. But I got a couple extra shulkers out of it, so not like I truly need shulkers. But going from there to that wall, I think I did say something about back there, but I mean, there shouldn't be anything underneath here anyways, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, for plans, like no farms, no anything. Now, if I'm doing a tree farm, testing out the one I saw or whatever, it will be way down at the bottom, and hopefully about 45-ish blocks high should be good enough. So the only plans is to increase the creeper farm, drop that all the way down. The zombie villagers, I should try to figure out how to separate them, because we all know how that's been going. So just as a reminder, that's how it's been going. These guys do not want to separate. So we will fix this at some point, make it, maybe put a walkway or something after I recure the zombies again. Move the other zombie to the other side behind glass, and he can wander. But I'm not gonna have an iron farm anymore, or I say anymore. That's currently true. Any more attempts? So I'll take that entire section out. We will see if anybody wants some random bee nests, and yeah. So vision. Like, everything is just organically felt. So nothing here, nothing. I keep getting complimented on colors, shapes, sizes, or not sizes, but how I put things together, how things remind people of things. I have a random. Guess I haven't moved that yet. I still have one thing to clean up on that wall. That's okay. I'll leave it there so I remember that. Every time I see it, I can, so everything has an organic feel. Like, how did I choose what to do here? I had materials. Same materials as over there. So I already had the hole over here, so I moved it. The grass area, kind of the same thing. So this was the original hole. Just organically felt. Yes, I know this is grass versus dirt, or dirt versus grass. Might change to moss just to... How does the side of this look? No, I think it'll destroy that. So, yeah. Things just kind of organically move. So, planning a project is always a little difficult around here. Having a vision. My only vision? Fix things. Why? Because I have to continue to fix things. Like, this used to be a partial hill. Like, it went to about here, and then it was fine. Well, you can see, like, it had a nice divot. I cleaned it up and out. Well, you've seen the videos. But this here just was a hill. So I cut into it. This used to be my hole for my mine. So I get my first diamonds so I could get other equipment and then, promptly die to suffocation in the resource world. And, you grow with what you have here. It's always just, yeah. So I'm actually going to make this entire episode for whoever. It's just going to be randomly thrown in there as a bonus episode after one of the other ones, because I'm not going to do much editing on here. Maybe, skip a few of the coughs, some of the, yeah. So we'll just leave it be. So have a good day. We'll leave you with a nice smile as I hit the wrong button, and have a good day, because I am going to go back to Netherrack. I haven't planned how many levels. And for those who are wondering, my polished diorite in this area and all the ones I've placed, I placed more netherrack brick, guys. I just want to let you know. It's about 200 more right now. We'll let you know when the wall is done how much those numbers are, because you don't want them. Not yet. So we'll see you later. So this was a great bonus episode for whoever wants a little bit of an update on the simple names and our reasons and thoughts, and maybe a vision update. So, but the vision might even change from here to there. I know I have 5 episodes coming between somebody mentioning I should give more vision, which I'll try to do each episode. So we're on season 7, episode 12, working on, and that's the wall, and that's the wall that I ran out of diorite for. I ran out of diorite. I'm gonna have to ask a call out for diorite to continue that, and maybe actually do a count. No, I'll just keep taking diorite until I can't take anymore. So, as visions go, have a great day and beacon away, or have a great time zone. Have a good day. Bye.